Today's episode is brought to you in part by CongoTVNetwork.com. Congo TV Network is a streaming service similar to Netflix or Hulu, and it can be found on all streaming devices. Go over to CongoTVNetwork.com and sign up today for one-of-a-kind content. CongoTVNetwork.com, raise the culture. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Bravo Tip or Pay. Bravo Tip or Pay is a payment app which allows you to tip or pay without sharing any personal information. Go over to trybravo.com and download the app today so you can start tipping or paying. Bravo Tip or Pay, the easiest way to tip. Do you have a PhD in listening? You heard me right. Do you have a PhD in listening? Hi, this is Sakoni Prince of SakoniPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And I truly want to know, do you have a PhD in listening? You know, my speaking coach, Dr. Ruben West, tells us that the best speakers are the best listeners. And you know, because he taught us that, I really started to take it upon myself to make sure that I was listening more attentively to conversations, to stories, and to what people had to share. But I also ran across this other quote that said, listen to understand and not find fault. And then speak with clarity and not to win. Listen to understand instead of listening to find fault. And then speak to provide clarity instead of speaking to win. And so many of us, we find ourselves in situations where there are people that they are listening to find fault. They're listening to the words you're saying just so they can use them against you. And then they're going to use those in an attempt to win an argument. But if we are the type of people that learn how to listen before we speak, and truly listen to understand, listen to actually see what the other person is trying to tell us, even getting in their shoes if we have to, then we'll find ourselves in a better position to be able to help them. Because when we talk, we want them to hear us. So in order for you to be a good listener, you have to have a heart to hear what the other person has to say. A lot of people go in situations where their whole goal is to just pound the life out of the other person. They're not even trying to hear. They're not even trying to see what they have to say. But they just want to get their point across. Even as parents, most of the times when we are disciplining our children, yes, we need to set roles. In fact, we need to make sure that they understand their position. But then there are also times when we need to listen. We need to listen to just see what they're dealing with, what they're going through, instead of just assuming that we already know. And I know, and I'll say for myself, I know it's hard sometimes doing that. But the end result is that they will respect you even the more when you respect their opinion and what they have to say. And I know my kids, if they're watching this, they're going to say, well, you don't do that to me all the time. Well, sometimes I have to make sure that you understand I'm still the parent. Yes, you have an opinion. I understand that. But when it comes down to it, there's still some things you're going to have to do. But I do want to hear you out. I do want to hear your opinion and your point of view. And even as business owners, we have to listen to our customers. Because if we just think that we know what they want, then we'll find ourselves selling to nobody if we don't listen to the customers. In relationships, husband and wives, you have to be willing to sit down and listen to what your spouse says. Talk to them, ask them questions, find out. And don't just ask them questions, ask questions and give them a chance to answer. One of the things I hate is when someone asks me a question, and while I'm even gathering my thoughts to answer, they ask another one, and another one, and another one. Ask the question and give the person a chance to respond. And truly listen. If you care about the relationship, if it means anything to you, listen. But if it doesn't, then why are you even bothering? When I was in college, our psychology professor told us, he said the worst thing you could do to somebody is ignore them. He said, because even arguing with somebody, it means that you care enough about their opinion that you want to change it. But when you're in a relationship with somebody you care about, take the time to listen. Just take the time to listen. And then you can truly say that you have a PhD in listening. And this is Saucony Prince of SauconyPrince.com, where we make motivation personal by introducing you to yourself. And I want to make sure that you learn how to listen to those you care about. And don't forget, October 20th, 2018 in Pensacola, Florida, our Are You Climbing the Wrong Mountain Summit is going to be off the chain. And I'm starting to say we have a smaller venue, but a bigger impact. And you don't want to miss these speakers. And I'm going to be introducing them name by name and one by one, so you can get a chance to know who they are. A lot of you saw the flyers last week. You saw the flyer for the summit, but I'm going to be introducing each of them and give you a little bit about their background, and it's going to be well worth your trip. Hey, look, check out this video that we did for the summit, and I want to see you there. Talk to you later. Bye.